Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Athena, and on today's video I'm going to be showing you how I prep my meals for the week because I am currently working but I don't like buying food on the road. I prefer to cook my own meals, so come with me. Sundays are meal prep day, so I try to cook as much as possible and also season as much meat as possible so that I don't have to be doing too much during the week. I am really trying to be consistent. I don't want to be buying food at work because, for one, it is expensive. For two, when I cook way more healthier. First of all, I don't reuse oil. I use mostly coconut and olive oil, except from when I'm deep frying. And I know exactly what I'm putting into my food. I also don't cook with like chicken skin and those kind of things. Now, be warned that my methods might be different from yours, but this is how I like to prepare my fried chicken, and I actually love it, and my husband love it, also my daughter, so we're good over here. So for the month, we'll spend approximately $10,000 on meat. So we'll buy like 10 pounds of chicken, 3 pounds of oxtail or mutton. We'll buy like turkey neck, and we also buy fish, and then we just spread it out over the month. In between, not every day we'll be eating meat. Sometimes we'll eat like baked bean and saltfish because I actually really love that. And then sometimes we'll eat like simpler meats such as kidney and all of those stuff. I also buy soup bones sometimes and stew beef because I do mix stew peas and red and soup some of the times. Once I bought lunch at work and it was like $900 for a lunch with 2 pieces of meat. $900. Imagine if I'm doing that every single day. That's 4,500 just for lunch for the week. Plus, there's also breakfast that you'll need to buy if you're not preparing breakfast. And it's both of us, so my husband as well. So we'll be spending the amount of money that we'll be spending for lunch at work would be like our entire meat bill for the month. Also, when you buy a box food at work, oftentimes by the time you reach home, you eat this food like 12, 1 o'clock. By the time you reach home, you want something else to eat. When I cook like this, I will have food, can eat multiple times. So this is what we do to save money. Now, I know eating healthy can be a challenge because most of my patients, the first thing that they'll say when I say add more vegetable is that they'll talk about the cost. And I'll have them know that I know about the cost of stuff. I know that it's expensive and I understand. But what I do, and this is actually something that I learned from my nanny for Zenaya back in the day, she was working way less than me, and she would eat vegetable every day. She would drink her blended juice. She was eating so rich. And one day I asked her, I said, how you afford it? Like, I cannot understand. And she gave me one simple advice. She said, eat vegetable and fruits that are in season. And ever since she told me that, I learned that. No, some things you might not like, but as an adult, like sometimes you just have to do what's best for your body. So what you find is that like the other day, cabbage was like $500-600. So one, I just stopped eating cabbage. I started to eat more pak choi, and it worked out. Pak choi was not one of my favorite things growing up, but I need my vegetables, so I'll just substitute it. When lettuce prices to the roof, I'll eat more kale and those kind of things. And as always, I always have a lot of cucumber because I can get like a bag of 6 cucumber in Price Mart for like $700, and I think that's worth it. And I actually love cucumbers. Like, cucumber is probably one of my favorite vegetables, and I probably eat it with everything. So yes, I always include my cucumber. Vegetable is very important, especially for me that I really want to lose some weight. I'm not really restricting myself too much, but what I try to do is just to eat more vegetables and fruits and try to cut back on the meat and the rice and the processed food. I oftentimes eat my vegetable raw as is, yes, and I'll probably add some fresh fruits to it. But today I'm actually going to be making a vinegar based dressing. So it's just some vinegar, some lime juice, and some honey. Like you can just portion everything to taste, but this was really good. It add a little fire to it. And I think it also made, because I made a big batch of vegetable like to last for 3 days, and I think it lasted longer because of the dressing. I also added some olive oil, but this dressing was really good. As I said, I don't usually necessarily add salad dressing, but this time around I did. This is how my fried chicken turned out. And just so you know, fried chicken is probably like once every 2 months in my house because I don't eat a lot of fried chicken. I also cooked down a little bit of the chicken just to make my salad, and we did some rice and peas. I also try to limit my salt intake, so I don't use a lot of salt in my food, even though it might look that way, but it wasn't a lot of salt. This actually, rice and peas never taste of any salt whatsoever. And if you have hypertension, that's high blood pressure, you should really consider reducing the salt in your diet because it does help with the blood pressure. We don't have a lot of fruits available now because of the storm, but I'll also cut up some grapes for Zenaya and for myself. The next thing that I did was that I pressured some pumpkin and soup bone because like in the middle of the week, this is what I'm going to be making for dinner, and it's just so much easier when it's pre-prepared. This is how the soup was looking midweek when I actually prepared it. Okay guys, that's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, peace out.